What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and this is your match preview. It's Everton against Boreham Wood, and look, let's just speak how highly Boreham Wood have done in this competition. You know, they're a National League side. They've come off the back of beating Bournemouth at Bournemouth. Great result, phenomenal result, winning 1-0. 37-year-old captain scoring the goal. You know, they've got a young, well, I say young, but they've got a full-back in the side who's an Everton fan, so it's a dream going to Goodison Park. It's just going to be a great day out for Boreham Wood, isn't it? It's going to be an opportunity for them to, you know, showcase what some of their players are capable of, you know, because there will be league teams that will be looking at clubs like Boreham Wood getting to the FA Cup fifth round, going, you know, this team's got a little bit of quality, a little bit of, you know, there'll be ball players in that team, and it's an opportunity for them to showcase it, you know, and they might have a League One, a Championship, League Two offer come up. So it's a big game for Boreham Wood going to Goodison Park, and for us, look, I don't think we should be complacent. I think we should be honest. I don't see Everton losing. I don't think Everton will struggle. I think at Goodison Park, I think there'll be a little bit of respect to Boreham Wood because they've done so well, but that will be it. It will be very much a normal match. It's essentially a place in the quarter-final, and that would be big for Everton, bearing in mind how poor we've been this season. You know, we all know that as of tonight, Everton could be in the bottom three at the weekend. So it's a massive, massive game in terms of just giving us something to smile about, something that we can look forward to. So, big game. I think there'll be a lot of changes. I think we'll see a debut for Nathan Patterson. I think we'll see Mikalenko back in the side. I think we'll see Branthwaite going into the defence. I think we may see players like Decore doing a few more minutes because as he steps it up, albeit he played well against Manchester City, so you could argue he doesn't need them. I think we might see an Andre Gomez in there, and I think you'll see some of the other fringe players. Yeah, I think it wouldn't surprise me if you saw Rondon starting up front. And I wouldn't usually say we need to make all these changes, but it's really important because we've got to get results in the league, like we have to. So having a game against Boreham Wood, not a Premier League side, is a real advantage because we should be able to beat this side with our second string. And I'm trying not to be disrespectful to Boreham Wood here at all. Any Boreham Wood fans here, I'm not sitting here slagging you off. I think you've done incredibly well. But Everton's second string Premier League side, which contains Begovic in goal, who was a Chelsea number 2, he's played in the Premier League for Bournemouth. You know, you've got Rondon, who's probably on 50 grand a week. He's an international footballer. They shouldn't be able to compete with that, and that's a fact. In terms of the league, they were a little bit hit and miss recently. Last 6 games, I think they've won 3, drew 2, lost 1, or lost 2, draw. So they're a little bit hit and miss, and they're coming to a Goodison Park that is hurting. Everton are hurting, we are hurting, and we want something to smile about, and this is exactly what this game is about. It's live on TV as well, yet it's still a sellout. Boreham would have taken a good amount of fans, so it's a good day out for them. They'll earn some money from it, which is a positive to non-league sides. The chairman, essentially before COVID, had to remortgage his house to keep the club afloat. So I respect all of that. I really do. There was a lot of people talking about, you know, subsidised travel and subsidised tickets. Boreham Wood is one of, not the most affluent, but it's a healthy financial area. I would be very surprised if any of them are struggling to pay 50 quid in petrol and 20 quid for a ticket. So I didn't agree with any of that. I thought that was complete nonsense by all the people that were saying it, but that's just my opinion. But I definitely feel like the chairman putting his hand in his own pocket, the fact that the kits, they didn't have a kit that would work because their home and away is essentially the same colours as our home and home kit. So it couldn't work like that. So Everton have helped fund a third kit, which will again raise more money, and some money's going to charity. So that again is positive. And that's all the feel good things around Goodison Park, because there is a few negatives at the minute. Not only about VAR, not only about the position in the league, not only about Alicia Usmanoff being sanctioned and what that means at USM. No one really knows, but it's not been great. And going into an FA Cup game like this, where we may see some of the kids, hopefully give them a little bit of confidence to sort of kick on. Looking forward to seeing Patterson. I'll be sitting there next to John in the paddock. Really looking forward to that. That'll be nice. It'll be lovely. And it doesn't matter if we pull out a second string side. I don't care if we play the under-23s. I just want to see Everton progress without being too taxing. You know, I'll be really disappointed if this game is it goes longer than 90 minutes. I'll be mega disappointed, because we need it to finish in 90 minutes, because we've got to prepare for a massive game on Monday against Spurs, and that game is bigger than Boreham Wood. And again, I'm not digging out Boreham Wood, I'm really not, but we should beat them. In terms of our team, I genuinely don't know who we're going to play. I expect changes. I expect lots of changes. I don't expect to see the same team that started against Man City. And that's fine, because that should have enough quality and it should have enough goals. You know, this is an opportunity for those players that are struggling for any form to get a goal. Again, not a criticism, but we are something like 90 positions or whatever it is above Boreham Wood. We should be outscoring this team by a good amount. We should be winning 3 or 4-0. We've just got to do it. So it's fine us all sitting there saying that we're going to do it and we want to achieve whatever, but we've got to do it. We've got to do the job, and we can't be complacent, but I do think we should expect to win. In other news outside that, Mike Riley called up Lampard and Bill Kenwright and apologised for what happened against Man City. Now, my issue with this is, it's fine apologising, and what more was we expecting? You know, I was taking the piss saying, what, we're going to get a box of chocolates and a bouquet of roses, really sorry Everton, and then we'll get screwed over again on Monday against Tottenham. It will happen. I'm sitting here waiting for it to happen. It really wasn't a big deal by the FA apologising to Everton, and it should have been made to be a massive deal. It should have been made that the PMGOL, or whatever they're called, it should have really been made a more... We don't understand why that decision was made, and it was wrong. And look, I don't want to keep harping on about it. You have so many Man City fans and fans in general in the comments telling me it's offside, even though that was never reviewed. So they're talking complete shit. But when you look at it, I want to know why that referee gave that decision. And they're shouted. They're shouted. All that's happened is Mike Riley's gone on the phone and gone, yeah, I agree with you. It should have been a penalty. I'm sorry. I want to know why he hasn't. I want to understand why a referee that's registered to Greater Manchester and has done his qualifications and all of that shit, I want to understand why he gets to be the fourth eye or fifth eye or whatever you want to call the VAR refs these days. Why he gets to do that job. It doesn't make sense. So, look, to me, the Premier League's corrupted, and an apology doesn't change it. It is corrupt. It is full of shit, and it really pissed me off. But this game's a game that Everton just go into, brush the Man City stuff under the carpet, go and win, get yourself in the quarter-final, then go to Spurs on Monday and deliver another performance like you did against Man City. Because if we do, we can get a result at Spurs. We absolutely can. It's not going to be easy. Absolutely not. We're not really great at Spurs, but we haven't been bad in their new stadium. So we've got to take that into that. But before then, big major quarter-final to get through. Last 6, whatever round we're in, number 5th, 6th, whatever it is. Big round to get through. Then we get to the quarter-final, and then we see where we are. There's still some championship sides in this league, and there's still the chance that we can get anyone at home. And anyone at home, I fancy. We should do. We should fancy anyone at home. My issue's going to be if we're sitting in the bottom 3 tonight. That's what I'm worried about. So I'm worried but I'm confident that we won't be. You know, we've got to hope that somebody picks up a result and it's not Burnley. So yeah, look, that is it. That's my match preview. There's no point going through team. My score prediction's 4-0 Everton. And I expect a decent performance because we should be delivering a decent performance. This should be bread and butter game of football. And I'm not disrespecting Boreham Wood, I'm not, but it should be. It should be a bread and butter game, and we should easily get through this. And wish Boreham Wood the rest of luck in their league and see where they can finish. But their FA Cup run has to come to an end at Goodison on Thursday night. Guys, I'll see you soon. I'm sitting in the paddock if anyone wants to come over and speak to me. I'll see you soon. Peace.